Hello, guys. I'm Shane Davis, 20-year comic book veteran here, and a beautiful, lovely, sometimes she will make me a sandwich, wife of mine, light of my life, co-worker, Yanzi.
Hi.
And today's day, we're going to talk a little bit about In the Mouth of Madness, Mark Brooks Speaks Again. Let's get into it. So, Marvel comic artist, Mark Brooks. You've probably seen his covers, maybe know his name. If not, probably from this channel. Please look down below, hit like, subscribe, ring the bell for notification. People are losing their minds. I don't know what else to say. Mark Brooks is now pivoting, and we did a video about this. We said he's the new king of SJWs, and he's said he was done talking about Comicsgate, but once again, he's taken to the DMs. He's going to the DMs. He's trying to persuade people who maybe are like, you know what? I heard a little bit about Comicsgate through live streams because everybody was talking trash about them. And the more I hear, the more sense they make. The things they're saying, I like my Superman doing daring do's, jumping over tall buildings, saving people, falling off of the said buildings. And it's all about his sexuality now. Is he bisexual? Robin's bisexual. DC Comics, we need to kill the Justice League to sell books. I don't like what they're doing. And look at these guys over here. I'm already in indie comics. And look at them. They're in indie comics, and they have a community, and they're about selling product that people want, and all of this. And he goes, I think I'm Comicsgate. And what happens in his DMs pops up D to the O to the N, Don draw stuff. Mark Brooks is DMing him. Mark Brooks decided to care who this person was the day. Now, first off, you're like, well, who's Mark Brooks? All right, well, according to Mark Brooks, he's artist for Marvel and DC and an annoyance for whoever that is, two-time Eisner and Ringo nominee. Those awards and 50 Cent won't get you a cup of coffee. Mark Brooks, SDCC Inkpot winner and New York Times best-selling artist, also adorable. He, him, got the pronouns right. All right, well, Mark, I am also a New York Times best-selling artist. I just don't feel like I need to tell people that. It's not that important. But anyways, look, you feel like it is, so I'll let you take that. I've also won some awards. Don't think it's all that important to put in my bio, but Mark, go ahead. All right, so what we got here, Yanzi?
I would like to quickly mention, though, your awards are actually better and more important because then you win a Diamond Sales Award. Isn't that like important? Actually, you actually sell books for the industry. But anyway,
Yeah, that's a selling. I don't keep count. Let's not go into weeds on this.
All right, so Don, who declared himself Comicsgate earlier this week, has been receiving a lot of very concerning night letters from people. And Mark Brooks, of course, brave man that he is, he likes to block people, but he likes to unblock them to say something to them or tweet something about them, and then block them back again so they don't have time to respond. It's, I think Dan Slott used to do that, right? So anyway, Don says, dude blocks me, but sends me a DM. So, he's been a victim of the Mark Brooks block, unblock, tweet, and block again method. And this is
I like to call it a block bitch method. That's what I'm calling it. It's called a block bitch method. But anyways.
Yeah, we know Mark is pretty bitch mate. But anyway, this is the DM that Mark sent to Dawn. If you want to talk about this, meaning Comicsgate, let me know. I'm not looking to be a sponsor or support system. I'll just tell you how it is. Raw truth. If you want to draw comics for a living, this is a super stupid move. Doesn't matter if you want to work for the big two or do indie. CG is how you kill your long-term career. Now, I really like the term where he uses sponsor or support system. It sounds like there's this weird hierarchy, some weird Discord back rooms where they basically say, well, you got to go and rope in this guy and make sure that he doesn't walk into the dark side or something like that. Sponsor them back to the light or something.
Especially with comic artists, there used to be a thing called an apprentice type thing, right? Like, and it happens a lot in manga. So that is or isn't still a thing. Basically, bringing that up, first thing he did is he built an avenue that maybe I can give you a hand up in the industry. So that's why he kind of first wanted to say, I'm not looking to support you, but hey, since I said that, and I'm establishing that you could have a sponsor or support system, they exist. Now let me give you some advice, which is actually not advice, it's what I want you to think. Then he does what is a big whammy. And this is the thing that it's talked about a lot in Comicsgate. And I've been in the rooms with these conversations, whether they're DM rooms, private groups, whatever. He's talking about the blacklist. He's basically doing a thinly veiled threat that you're not going to get work. He threw the word, it's a stupid move, meaning if you do this move, you are stupid, meaning he will tell people you're stupid. And he also said whether you want to work for the big two or indie, which again, he's covering all bases. You're not going to work in comics ever. But also note, he assumed if you want to do it for money, so he's threatening. Why did money come up? Maybe he just wants to do comics for fun. Well, why you brought money up or do it for a living is because you're threatening to take away his chances of earning money in all fields.
Haven't we actually heard a similar story from this creator? Now, we're not going to name names or anything, obviously, but there was this creator that spoke to Shane, and he basically was told by this creator that he received this
A
nice
night
little
letter.
an email, a night letter, whatever, from an editor saying, I hope you didn't vote for Trump. That was in about 2017 when he received the email.
Right.
So
Well,
think about what that implies. You tell someone, I hope you didn't do this, which means if you did it, I guess you're not gonna get much work anymore.
It's a little worse. You're misremembering. He said it was a very big writer in the industry that randomly approached him in email and said, I've heard you were a Trump supporter. I hope this isn't true. It would be bad for your career. And this is kind of a practice in the industry. This is the blacklist. This is gatekeeping. This is, trying to keep the people that you don't agree with out of the business altogether. And this is a hop, skip, and a jump away from just flat out cancel culture. And why that's important. And you're like, Shane, those are two different things. They're close cousins. One's the reaction to the night letter, and that the next is being canceled. And once you're canceled, for people who don't know, you're not supposed to work in that industry again. I mean, whether you're a stand-up comedian like Louis C.K. or you're EBS, in comic books, you're not supposed to work in comic books anymore. You're breaking the mold. If somehow you can go do a crowdfunding campaign and still make a living doing comics, this drives people crazy because it's the exact opposite of even making cancel culture a thing. Like if you can still feed yourself, we see this with Dave Chappelle. We see this all in all media. Gina Carano, whatever. It's still the same tactic. In comics, there's been a blacklist, and I can vouch. I've seen these rooms going back to like 2015 to 2016, and sometimes it was kind of political, more so in the editor side of things. Maybe Chuck Dixon not being hired by Axel Alonso and so on and so forth like that. But it still happened, and it's why would this happen in entertainment? And I'm going to just focus on comics. You have to understand there are untalented people in comics. Okay. And there's untalented people out of comics trying to get in comics. The meritocracy system doesn't really work for them. So canceling people kind of makes empty seats. Like there's a position open. And it's a weird idea. It's kind of like this serial killer idea or whatever with a deranged woman. She's like, he's in love with Sally. If I killed Sally, then maybe he'll start looking at me. And this is a really weird mentality, but it's there. And as sad as it is, even in this grown adult working world, it's there. The problem I have with like Mark Brooks doing this personally is he probably didn't even know Don before. He probably didn't care about him then, and he definitely doesn't care about him now. His issue is his obsession with Comicsgate and why he's so obsessed with Comicsgate and why he wants to keep throwing punches at Comicsgate and go, oh, you guys are obsessed with me. It's like, no, you're the one obviously obsessed that you're sitting here attacking people who maybe want to make a decision, to YouTube, to do their own book, to be a part of just a group. I mean, maybe it's not even about making money. Maybe he just wants to be a part of a group. And there's a lot of people who are Comicsgate who aren't creators. You can look at the backings of the book. These are people that basically believe in a movement, that they believe in not just a product they'll buy, but they believe in a product that they won't buy. They're wanting to voice their opinions on things with their buying power. and they are customers, and they should be allowed to do that. And better yet, they don't want to be called an ist or a phobe or something like that just because they don't want to buy a product. Somebody like Mark Brooks, it's like, you know, like, see your way out. I don't think, you know, Don was reaching out to you for your opinions on this, but you're reaching out to him. And what's so sad is, like, is this the hill that Mark Brooks wants to die on? Does he not have other things to do at this time than going around DMing everybody that says, hey, I kind of think I agree with Comicsgate, either as a creator or as a consumer?
Hey, Mark, I really have one thing to say to you at this point, and that's that if you think that we're such a, you know, minuscule section of the comic book fandom and what we do really doesn't matter, can you please just stop obsessing about us? Like, seriously, you guys always say, you know what, we want to stop talking about Comicsgate because Comicsgate this is dead. So, and what? Good. That's what you should believe. Go ahead. Think we're dead. Leave us to do our own thing, and you guys go do your own thing. See you later. Bye, Mark.
To pull up a comic campaign that would drive Mark Brooks absolutely mad, Inglorious Rex is getting close to $245,000. Thank you for the support with that, and I will leave you guys with the trailer. Please hit like, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, and we will catch you guys again with another video.
Pardon me and my tone. You can't step to my throne. They ain't working like me. I did this on my own. You asking where we been, huh? I don't know where to begin, huh? All this dirt on my skin. I just came here to win. I'm more than a man, I'm a monster. Somebody call a pastor, doctor. I got a 6 cents for imposters, so now I'm coming for the whole roster. It's not a game, why you playing with me? You could double back, lose track, try and hang with me. It must be in my veins, something you can't tame, cause I break the game. Can't control me.